I'm not even playing this. Let's try that from the top. There we go. Looks like it's just me hanging out with myself and I. That's alright. Welcome back.
Like the legend of the phoenix, all ends with beginnings.
So, main thing I want to work
What
on
keeps the
today
planet spinning?
we'll just go this way.
The force from the beginning.
Main thing I want to work on is
Look.
networking issues, which not fun necessarily, but the way it has been done.
She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night to
So just like dealing with some sort of cough thing. No bueno.
We're up all night to get some.
Let's sit all day and stand.
We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cause to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all
Alright,
night to
let's look at code base.
We're up all night to the sun. We're up
And place it there. Tune that down a little bit. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay, main thing we're focusing on today is A. First thing is, let's see, here. First thing I want to focus on is the socketing issue. So did some chat and GPT work. Socket control flow. This is the main thing that I'm working on. So commit the socket, enter the lobby, connect the socket. Join lobby ID. Okay. Look at my socket IO right now. It's very basic. We're grabbing the cookie. Alright. API URL. It's fine. It's like chill video game music.
Your face says destined, your feet say lost. Commerce.
Good to know. So let's take a look at the lobby. So we first go to the game hub. So we have a multiplayer launcher. Let's get each in this. The multiplayer launcher, like that. And then we have our lobby. And then we have our game itself. It's Board 3D. Hey! Welcome to the stream. Good evening to yourself. Let's see, what flag is that? It's a little tiny on my screen. Reporting from India. What's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. We're just chilling out. We're doing a little bit of coding. I made a board game with some friends. I'm turning it into a website via React, TypeScript, a Postgres database, and I'm trying to figure out how to conditionally use socket IO. Baiting. It is nice if I make this into a class. Let's talk about TS. So we can just take a look at this for now. ChatGPT is recommending to me that I make a socket class. That looks something like this. That, I need these. Using that. I gotta have this stuff. And then maybe IO. Augment, false, extra headers, all this jazz. What I'm doing is, initially, if you were on the website, you were using the socketed connection. And instead going to a paradigm where you only join when you need to. It's IO. I think I could just rip this whole IO, because auth, it gets taken over. Transports should be taken care of already. That, yeah, should be fine. Okay. So I have I don't think I've used this like syntax before. Get instance. Init. Yeah, so we're. I'm wondering why it's. Is init legitimate for JavaScript classes? Yeah, I don't know why. So init, because we make the socket manager, it has all this stuff. I think the init. Okay. So we're making one variable that's going to be used throughout the program. And I'll log in. Session store. Okay, so we are using session store. And otherwise, I use for my login. Set my cookie. I set this to a physical document.cookie, so it comes back whenever you. Yeah, so when you the whole point of the cookie is that when you re-enter the website, you get to grab it and use it again. What are we saying? Just woke up in the morning, your video popped up, clean music, aesthetic setup, love it. Nice. Well, thank you so much, man. Why to me? Thanks for stopping by. You do any coding yourself? That's kind of what we got going on here right now. Login via rest. So my login function happens here. Get an auth. I try to log in, and that's my response. Login user. Grab my token. Set my cookie, set my token. And user ID would be nice to have as well. So login happens, game, hub. This is all past the app portion. This is something I haven't touched in a while, so if it looks like I'm fumbling around a little bit, that's why. So that's my login path. I mean, if I'm already setting the token, I can, and my default name, I can set my user ID. This will help me down the line. State, set it to -1, so it's a number. I know when it's not set. So all the numbers will be user IDs and they'll be positive. socket manager. The token. That token will be set when session variable. So I don't even need to. This is a little much. What I could do is I could either skip this init portion, get this cookie, which returns my actual cookie. So I don't need to set this here. And that, I don't need to await that, right? That's token. Yep. There we go. Alright. Initialize, join around. I'm just trying to keep track of my. I like thinking that you know, your code expands exponentially from its like base outward. So I try to go left to right as like the roots expanding. Here. Might not be used anymore. When I nav here, or when I nav an existing game, that's when I want to make sure that my socket is initialized. So I can say after and I'll pass this down as well. Could be a context. We'll worry about that later. So I don't think on my API side I gotta log in. Yeah. Check if the user exists, and I just send back the token itself. It's signed. So it's decompiled on the back end. I could pair this like user token user. And then when I log in, I can destructure the response. Because response.data is just token, but it could be this. I got in the habit of using front-end things being camel case, back-end things being underscore case. So I could do this, and then when I come back to here, this is token comma user ID. Promise. This is not the best. I could say that this is an object, but once I get to objects, I get kind of lazy with TypeScript. So now cookie set token set user ID to user ID. I have a cut on my heel that I just kicked. All right. So redundant. Cool. So these are set now. And I can double check the login works right now by popping these both up. Go to my local and try to log in. That's right. Submit. Cool. All right. So this is with. It's now sending back a pair. And I want to actually check and just say. Can I log this? Let's just try it. So if I pop up a new window, pop in my password, go to inspection, user ID. Great. Okay, cool. That's awesome. That really helps me going forward because when I go through the lobbying system now, I can assign players their player ID based off of their user ID, and it's an easy grab. I mean, it should already be on. If I use my game state here, is it on here? Yeah, I don't even record it anywhere. But I can send an object that says match. Set your cur player. Cool. And cur player. Look at my interface. Player types. Probably should attach my user ID there too. But anyway, this is great. Very cool. I have my user ID available to me now. And I can pass that down into the game hub. I can pass that down to Board3D. Awesome. So it also says here, after the login, that's where I emit my socket manager. Login. And I want this to happen here. So I want this to happen here, and I also want this to happen on re-login. So where is my, if I have to say, yes. Or I can bring this up here. See, this isn't great because I have a login pathway and I have a technically this is fine. I can say whenever the token changes. Like this should already cover it. from here, I could say get user ID and init socket if log in. So I'm setting the token. Let me double check what the dependency array does. So dependency array. So effect runs after the initial commit and after commits with changed dependencies. So I think, well, here's the thing. So I've already reloaded this site. If I come back to this, save this, reload you, it should log in, which is great because it doesn't, so it's skipping this use effect portion. So here I can create a new route that says, well, I'm doing all this stuff here that doesn't even need to happen. I could wait, pass the token down, and then add the, because if I'm in here and I have all my game context stuff, and that goes for the login page and for my game hub and the board. Got it. So what I think I want to do instead is extract this and this and make a second call that grabs my user ID so that, because I don't need to connect to the socket yet. I need to do that when I'm playing a multiplayer game, which happens here, and I'm in my context. So what I could do is go to game context is use game state. I have all this init state stuff, enable socket. I can start with my socket things up here and say this is where I get my user ID, and I'll pop both of those in below the socket stuff. Okay, we're good. Set user ID. I don't need this here. I have to log in here to you. So now I don't want this, but I want to have a get user ID. So set user ID I can get rid of. This, we can hang on to all this for later. Actually just go back in time a little bit. Put that back, get rid of this. Alright. So login. Still don't need this. Cool. Cool. I'm just thinking about it. What's wrong? What's wrong? Get user meta. Am I doing this already? Username. Okay, so I can attach this and grab my default. I don't need any of this stuff yet. Default name, default color. I can drop all this down. Login. Why are you still? Good. Cool. So now go to Game Hub Multiplayer Launcher. And now my multiplayer portion is visible. So I can say he's going here. Now hold with me, bear with me. I want my, all this stuff. Get user meta. I don't need any of this in here. Except my context. I need both of those there. Great. And now get my existing games list. Get existing games. Why do you have a slash and you don't? So, default name, default color. None of these need to exist. I can drop these back in this game state. Drop these back down. I don't know why I reversed the order of these, but it just feels right. Boop. Okay. Set name, so these I can drop back in here. All right, so I enter the multiplayer hub. I initialize my socket. This token stuff doesn't need to happen. I can do this here. So I think use effect. This is useless. Get user meta can also be my user ID and initialize the socket. And this will happen when this loads. Okay. So user ID, response.data dot user ID. Token and so token, unfortunately, this is the annoying bit. Actually, it's not. So token for sure exists. Game default color. If not token. Just for credit, game hub multiplayer false. Game default color. Let's get rid of this for now. Game. Where's default color going? Lobby. So lobby default color doesn't have to exist anymore. I don't know why we're wrapping this in an element. Lobby default color comes from from there. Game, great. Credit, I don't know why you need this wrapped either. What's going on here? Hub, why are, I don't know what happened here. Okay. Cool, cool. Set user ID is now coming from you. Okay. Socket manager is now being imported. Get user meta should happen on load. Token already exists because this has to go through game meta. Alright, so this can be below this. Go up there. Function, game list, lobby ID. Great, great, great. This, since it's already in here, it could probably just be a part of the game context as well. We'll do that now. Lobby ID, set lobby ID. Drop both these in. I'll go socket. User stuff. Stuff. Then just file launcher. ID set lobby ID. we'll go game ID. Great. Got these. This broke because it has to be added to here. So user ID. Node ID. Alright, cool. Games list can only be a part of this. That's fine. Get my existing games list. Get the user meta. Okay, so this has to come from /user. Why is existing games like this? Yes, /existing games. What are you doing? Get. Get comes from my URL. Forward slash. I don't know what's happening there. Okay, we're just gonna hope this doesn't break it. The multiplayer launcher should be /existing games. Set the game list. Done. Now, when I get my user metadata, this is where I should connect the socket, and I also should /username get my users. User ID. Was it user ID or user users.id. Users.id is my user ID. Set that, forget that, I can start that. Back, up. So now, grabbing my user ID from the users table, when I enter any page that has my multiplayer selector or starter, I set my user ID. Great. My existing games list, make sure that still works. Existing games list still works, great. Next is enter lobby. So nav to lobby, this is a great moment to connect. Lobby ID is already set because nav to new lobby. Oh. Alright, here. So I'm navigating to lobby. should be doing is clean room. So I can say set game ID. That I can game ID is equal to lobby ID. I don't think I ever need a lobby ID. I think I only ever need game ID. Because I'm joining lobby : lobby ID. But here I'm setting game ID is okay. So set game ID to that. I can have a function that is just join lobby. And I can join this. I think that's a number, so I can do function join lobby. Lobby ID. And I think we're a number. And then say this, so I don't have to write it twice. Great, and then I'll say join lobby that. I'll say to you join lobby. So this is happening in the same place twice, which means I only have to do it once. Join lobby. And we'll just say game ID. And we're just not going to mess with the lobby ID at all. Just make this a little simpler. Join lobby. So set game ID should be here. Right. So I want to get rid of any instance of lobby ID. We're just going to join the either the game : lobby ID or lobby ID. To lobby. Join lobby, game ID. Lobby, not to lobby. So now to lobby, and then map to existing lobby. So I create the lobby in the backend, send it all forward, create my cur player. I'm going to do something similar. I'd rather do it the same way twice. So now to existing game. So this is where it's wrong. And socket. Is that right? Get instinct? What the heck happened here? For instance. Alright, so this should get rid of my lobby with the game ID set. I shouldn't. So game ID, great. Game ID shouldn't even have to be set here. It's already a parameter. Okay. I don't even need the search params, it's already set. So now, game ID should be coming from here. Great. So let's just see what happens. I'm gonna reset everything. See how far we're at. Now what I've done so far, just to keep track of it all, I have just pushed more stuff into the context. I'm grabbing my user ID and adding it. Great. So create a multiplayer lobby. I'm here. I'm in it. And if I look at my network, I should have a socket request in here somewhere. Yeah. Cool. Very cool. So now it gets a little funky. I've worked it out so when I jump from my multiplayer launcher and I either create or join an existing lobby, I join a room. Great. Now if I click this join lobby, that's going to break. So join lobby, handle new player. I don't want this. What I want is, I want to get my current player object. True. Color, player ID, routine. I want to set a array of players for the lobby. And I can just hold this in RAM because it's very lightweight information. Alright, we're starting to get somewhere. Okay, so I'm a part of the socket room. I want my server. I have a socket listener. Socket Yeah, I've been playing this. But in reality, I need to like create a switch on the Yeah. So join the room.
Your plan has more holes than goblin cheese. Commas. You smell like second thoughts. Commas.
Gross. Oh, that's awful. So join the room. Okay, let's chat GPT this. So it sounds like we have enjoy remove, but I want to differentiate this between like join room, leave room, join lobby, leave lobby, join game, leave game. Just to, it might be redundant. That is just for my sake. Hang on. I am a MSc chemistry student from India. I want to become a coder and get a job. Please let me know where I should start learning coding. Okay. I mean, the standard good spots are leak code and just grinding as many problems as you possibly can. Building your own projects. Here's the cool part where you can differentiate yourself. Since you're getting a, you know, I'm assuming that's a Master's of Science MSc. Yeah, so I would build a web app that combines your ability and sort of niche knowledge with coding. I mean, coding is getting more and more hands off just because of AI, and like I remember doing things in raw Java and assembly because I got a computer engineering degree. You can kind of go two routes with this. You can build some sort of web app that focuses on your area of study, solve a problem. Like if certain computations or certain, I'm thinking of like balancing equations back in chemistry, AP chemistry back in high school. If you write something that's good for your niche, that'll help you stand out, then like there's a guy who has a master's of, you know, chemistry, and then there's a guy with a master's of chemistry who's able to apply it and use it as a way to solve a real world problem. That's the direction that I would take it, and that's how I would push yourself. Something like that. leak code and making your own projects. For me, I'm really interested in game design. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what this is. I made a game with some friends of mine, and then I turned it into a web app. And I've used this to help me get jobs. I was able to show off, hey, this is where I'm competent. I can do auth, I can do networking, I can do state management, I can do taking a problem and cutting it up into the nitty gritty and solving it via code. You just gotta stand out. Stand out more than the other guy who's also gunning for the same job. Because it's not like I want a job, it's I want a job more than the guy next to me. Which is a very cutthroat way to look at it, but the world's cutthroat. In room. Join lobby. Cool. So I join the lobby. And then on so I want this to say lobby join. Lobby leave. Lobby join. Great. I go over to here. Not here, if I go over here. So I want this still to be a lobby block. Lobby join. What's this? Socket branch. So I think I'm grabbing the username. I'm just the only thing that's messing with me is the I gotta take a snapshot of my socket data and reapply it to my hooks. Ugh. Ugh. And I can use my user ID to tie it into my socket's ID. Okay. It should be a string. conversation. Game colon game ID. What I really wanted to do today is just make a quick hex tiling thing in ThreeJS. In SolidJS. SolidJS. marks. Solid. People. Those just joining, I'm taking a quick peek at SolidJS as a break from doing some socket routing. Like, I already have my it feels silly to do 2 server calls in a row. It feels like I should grab while we're doing this, then come in here and grab my name, default color, and my user ID. I already have all this stuff. So when I navigate to the lobby, I hit the join button. Player, I don't need this or this. What I do here is get my user ID, default name, default color, all this stuff, and send it. And I should get a player ID back. I'm just trying to get rid of the redundancy. Yeah, it's not legitimate code. So I want socket emit. No, I don't want socket emit. I want lobby join, and I want to send room. And I want to send room ID. I want to send player data. So lobby join happens here. It's happening over here as well. Lobby join, lobby join. Here, I should have my array players. Players. Okay. This is all just here. We're just gonna copy that just so I can start hacking and slashing. And the socket. I want to do socket manager. Join lobby, and I send in my game ID, which looks gross, but join lobby. Join lobby is different from what are you complaining about? What are you upset about? What do you have to be upset about? There you go. Now, init lobby join. So I'm already a part of the room, so I'm a part of the circular data transfer. What I need to do next. This is the right, is it? Yeah, I do this. Join lobby ID. Where did I join? Does that happen on the front end at all? Yeah, no. Let's reference the docs real quick. So I look at my routing, how it exists right now. Add a player to the game. but we'll look at that later. Meeting events. So. This is a stupid question, but okay, so that's what I thought. It's going crazy a little bit. So the IO is my server talking, and the socket itself is the client. So I'm going crazy for a second there. So I send a request to the server, hey socket, join this room ID. And I want to join as a player. The connection happens. Socket.connect. That's what I thought. Okay, so here's what's happening. For my sanity, we go to the multiplayer lobby page, which looks as broken. Lobby.tsx is broken. Thought so. And I already have my default name, default color, and user ID. I could join as a player. I'm doing a forward and back check. If that makes any sense. In RAM, I'm saving my player, and I'm tying that to my socket's ID. So when I say add to existing game, this no longer works. Add to existing lobby, I join the game ID. 2 arguments, and here's where I create my player object. How to do that? So I say user ID, default name, and default color. So let's just make this stupid simple. I want to join the socket as a player. Well, here's the thing. I'm doing the join thing here. I could connect, move over, and then join the lobby when I handle new player. And this way, I just kind of like that better. It's a little difficult to explain why. But I just do. So I'm going to do that. It's my game, it's not yours. Get off my... I can't say that. So, hello. I am Sporp, hear me roar. I have a server running on this computer right now, so if you type in Twitch chat, specifically the play action, a random sound effect will play. And also, a goblin will insult you. We'll do something with that. Maybe at some point later in time, but that's just what it's at right now. Oh, that was loud. Oh, I'm sorry.
Your armor's loud enough to warn the future comers.
Also, you can hit exclamation point drop. They might talk over each other at the same point. I don't know. I haven't tested it. The main thing I've been trying to do is my game. I wanted to be able to play offline. I made this whole thing work with Socket.io and HTTP requests, but I took the main game itself and I turned it into a library so that my front end can use it and my back end can use it. So now the game exists entirely on the front end. You don't need to log into an account to use it, and if I go to a new private window, so I'm not logged in. Play offline, play a game. This all works. You can just play a game with bots. And the main thing I'm trying to figure out right now, I don't know why player 1 didn't go. Something glitched there, but the main thing I'm trying to figure out at this point in time. Is PM sure? Okay, that was a weird glitch, but it seems like it works now. Main thing I'm trying to figure out right now is how to make the sockets conditional so that charges all batteries and gains battery. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna buy 2 PR. Donate an energy. It just, that's the way it should work. You should only connect to the socket at all if you are logged in, which is, we've now gotten past that point, and now I'm figuring out how to, this is the part, this is how I know I don't quite get it yet, is it creates like a mental friction when I'm trying to explain it. I'm trying to display my current players who are joined to the socket, but I can't just show what the socket sees. I need to send to all my socketed connections that are connected to my server the data that I want them to see. They don't just get to see all the data all the time. I need to create the signal for them to receive so that they can display the players who are playing. Got it. Whew. Cool. Get so bright. And I'm using ChatGPT to help me out a little bit. So this join lobby function should be working. And we can just test that first. That's not what it is. It's join lobby. So now, trying to do join room and register player. So my player, my data, and my player data here. I have the room that the player is joining there. What's happening here is right now I'm just pulling from the database this information, but in reality it should be a map of players. And then I should, once again I'm reading ChatGPT right now, but I'm just trying to like connect the synapses in my brain at this point. synapses are connection, but whatever. You get it. You get what I'm talking about. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Okay, so I'm just gonna say we have our player map. I'm gonna pop that at the very top of this. We're just trying this out. We're seeing what happens. We're cheating. And we're gonna drop this code in here. So on lobby join. This is the stuff that I want. It's crazy that it's not. Here's the thing. Do I do room socket.join on the client or server side? Server side only. Server does socket. All right. Okay. So yes, I was right. This happens, then all this happens. And what this means no, don't grab the player data there. I already have the player data on the client side. Join the room. Add my player to the room via my socket ID. Create a player joined thing. And then on player joined, set my players. Okay. This is why networking is so annoying, because you're doing something on the client and then you send that data to the server. The server must capture what the client did via that signal. Then it has to do something, and then it has to rejigger it, and then it has to send it back out, and then the client has to. It's this back and forth handshake that just gets annoying. But I have my user ID, name, color. We'll say name. We'll say this is color. And where do my player object? I want get players in the lobby next. Get players in the lobby. So I have this players. Where is set players happening? It's not. So then where are you? Oh god, I'm using this. Set players. On socket, update players. I'm setting my players. We'll try adding these in here. Beep. Sneak all these in down here. Drop these in there. I guess set enabled has to happen here. That checks out. Get user meta. This will say. Okay. So now, interface players on player snapshot. It's right there. Just look down for a hot second. You blumbering buffoon. Okay. So I got my players array, and it's being set. This thing. So I go from the multiplayer page. I'm going to reset all this now. I think I've done enough. Now, socket route. Lobby join. So now I go to my lobby. I hit join lobby. Handle new player. I try to join my lobby with the data that I've already collected via using my token to make a REST call to the backend to get my player metadata. Using my player metadata, I send that to. I could just send my user ID and do another database call, but that just feels redundant, and I'm gonna need my user ID going forward anyway. And plus, if I have my default name and color, I can display them. Like, the right thing would be use the database every time, but yeah, it's my personal project. I can do whatever I want. Send to the lobby the request to get my user ID, name, and color. The right word I use? What do I use here? Username. That's not right. Username. So I need to reset this again. Reset you. That's why it's nice to have a single script that runs both. So, room players. This isn't gonna work for like a multiplayer situation because this just assumes I have one room. What I need is a map, or I could use a database. I'll probably just use a database for this as well. Need to, but let's just see if I can join this lobby and see how this shatters. So I rejoin the set enable is not a function. Why not? Socket listeners is used in use game state. Use socket listeners, enable socket, that's right. I don't want enable socket. Where are you? Here? Set enable socket. There we go. Alright. Boom. Create a multiplayer lobby. No issues yet. And this isn't right because I need to make a map based off of the room ID, not the socket ID. Because look, this right here true. Oh, so this is saying a player joined. But how is this working? Rooms. Actually, this might be right. So I'm sending to the person that just joined a snapshot of my room.values. Room get room ID. Okay, this is right. Never mind. Join lobby? No. Cross origin remote blocked. Died. Would you die? Cannot read player.user ID. Okay, so something broke here. And I go to connect, map to the lobby. I could do this in the use effect as well. Player user ID. So you're not getting set. Why? I go to multiplayer. How could I not? Get it on username. Okay. Let's just say / username ** and just get the response to that data and see why this isn't getting set. So when I navigate to the multiplayer page, which is right here because it's showing, that's not right. Response to data to username. Doy. Okay. Try that again. Reload the page. / username user _ ID. It's right there. Set user ID, response data, user ID. What are you doing? Set user ID. Right there. And I nav to the lobby. Game context, user ID. Unless this isn't sending right. So join lobby, a room ID and player data. Lobby, socket route, data player. And it broke earlier. It was player.user ID. But user ID should be set. Is it a weird, dumb? Let's try something dumb. Username. Alright, I'll make it user _ ID. We'll try this again. I'll just say I'm joining here. Let's log our player. Start that. The data's showing up. It's just not. I'm just wondering if it's a weird. I don't like sending capital letters across the internet. I'm all lowercase and underscores. System games list. So I'm about to join the lobby page. So let's just console log. Player stuff. Okay. make sure this all sends, because somewhere the pipeline for the data is breaking. Local, all this trash. Create a multiplayer. Okay, player stuff. Bup, bup, bup. Join the lobby. Shattered. Okay. Player names right. I'm joining here undefined. Okay. Why? Room ID's fine. You're breaking. Oh, because it's not player data? That's probably why. Also, I did underscore paste this. Silly. Let's try this again. That's probably it. It's just the object names don't match. Join. Join. Did we break? Yeah, we joined. We joined in here. Great. So, room players. Should have displayed, and it didn't. And I don't know why. Okay. Back to our socket listeners. Players. Player snapshot. Room players. So I should only be allowed. Yeah, that's what this map portion prevents me from joining more than one. And set players. Oh, this is wrong. Just make sure that that works, because players is different than the player type. Yeah. And let's make a use effect for players, just to keep track of it. Players array updated. Okay. Woof, 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 woof. All right. Let's reset both of these just for sanity's sake. Pop open the local. That is so bright. Join the lobby. Join the lobby. All right. Didn't crash. I'm joining here. I didn't get a response. Game ID's undefined. That's not great. Game ID undefined. So game ID. Lobby. Response. Response map to lobby. Data .id 120. Okay, so that's set. That's fine. Join lobby. Connect the socket manager, navigate to the game ID. I'm not getting any player array updated. No, that won't load. This should have hit. Socket. Alright, let's just set this to true and see if this is somehow dumb enough it works. Nothing. Damn. How many existing games list? None of these are hitting. Players. Socket. Join the lobby. Yeah, that's working. I'm in the map, but you are not working. Room player joined. Room players are not emitting to room ID. I joined the room ID, which was oh. Or am I matching the room ID? Because I have the physical ID, but I'm joining lobby : this. Okay, so join lobby room ID. So I think const game ID has to be this, but then const room ID has to be that. See what I'm picking up? What I'm putting down here? This is what's going on. This is interesting. Okay, so I joined one room. I mean, the socket should have stayed the same. I think I still should have gotten my on-player snapshot. But I joined a room ID here. Alright. So it was a mismatch in the strings between what the room ID was and what the Okay. Flashbang real quick. Clear that out. Join multiplayer room. Join lobby. Damn it. Still nothing. My username and ID. This still should work, and I don't know why it's not. Values. So I got my room ID. So I have a map of maps. I'm saying for my socket ID, for my room, I'm gonna make a bunch of players that look like this. User ID, username, color. Why am I not working? Create a multiplayer lobby. I got my player stuff. Join the lobby. Nothing. Lobby undefined. That will do it. Oh, I think there's a... Should it? Set the game ID. Navigate to the lobby. Do I have to add my search program here? I shouldn't have to. This is crazy. Create the multiplayer lobby. Game ID is undefined. Alright. That's not good. That's very, very not good. This is messing with it somehow. And that's new lobby. We'll just make a fallback for now. create the multiplayer lobby. Alright. Game lobby? Game ID is undefined. Why? Why though? It's right there. Alright, we'll just say that's crazy. Like, where are you getting reset? We'll just say this. Let's say GID is equal to I just want to make sure that's a weird hook thing and not like something I'm doing wrong. We'll say GID here instead. Like I don't get why it's being overridden. I don't get it. So I created it. Let's just allow it to be an ID instead as well. Game ID is undefined. Alright. That's annoying. I think we're navigating away before the game ID is getting set. So what we can do is when we navigate to this page, we'll say this here. Node game ID is null here. We'll say const GID equal to that, and then we'll say it's like set game ID GID. So I think this is where the issue's coming from. Wake check.
Your bravery leaks when things get slightly inconvenient. Comas.
GID's not why? Oh. Ah. This song has been on for a while. I don't know why I just magically thought this would be done in like 30 seconds. Okay. Game ID undefined. Log TS GID 12.8. Join lobby. Why are you still undefined? Why? What the f- Ah! How are you? All right, whatever. I'm setting it. I verified that it's equal to something, and I'm setting it. Whatever. We're not even going to use it. Using YID. It should be a number. I'm gonna put my head through my desk. This is crazy. That should be fine. Lobby 129, great. I fixed that. String. There's a fallback value. It should be fine. Let's just make sure this is emitting. Socket.net. How did I learn to code? I started pretty young. My dad got me a C textbook that I just did not understand, and I banged my head against that for a while. And then I learned a little bit from my brother over the years, and then this YouTube. I copied a lot of CodeMonkey stuff to learn how to make Unity things. I built some of my own web pages and web apps because I liked comedy things. How long have I been coding for? So when I started doing it pretty much daily was college, and that was 2013. So I've been at it from being a very dummy to being kind of decent at it. That's taken about, oh god, 12 years, give or take. And I'm still struggling connecting a socket on my own local computer. Duh! Infuriating. It's gonna be something tiny too. That's fine. As long as GID. I don't know why. That's just silly. Yeah, GID is 1030, that's fine. Carve out. That's fine too. Why isn't my socket... Socket.ts, socket.net... let's see. Socket listeners... Let's try this. If it's been this the whole time, I'm gonna flip. What I think the issue might have been is I've been forcing this value as false. It should be true because it's set to true here, but enable socket. But who knows? My hooks have just been been brutal today. Alright, I think that might be it. Gah! Local. Completely ignore using a hook for that value. Join. GID. Alright. I should be getting this socket on connection. Because I'm using socket, I'm not using... Ah! I'm so dumb. Oh my god, I need to be using the socket manager. I need to get an instance. Ah! Alright, so this... Because I'm using two different... So I've been trying to communicate and wondering why this thing hasn't been talking back to me, but this thing is never initialized, it's never communicated with the server, and so now I'm using this thing. Ah! I've been at this for like half an hour. Out of here. Hear the creepy goblin. Does that only work for commands? Okay. Why do I like more than that?
I'd insult your intelligence, but it's already having a hard day. Commerce.
What do we got from Zelaby? Alright, thanks, man. A great night and good luck with finishing your game. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. If you want to get into coding, I recommend a couple resources. Advent of Code is cool. It's Christmas themed. Leet Code. And just make some games and websites. You have a browser. You can just program JavaScript right into that. Just do that. Just do that. It'd be great. Good luck. Talk to ChatGPT. Join the lobby. Why did you not? Why not? Am I calling this wrong somehow? Multiplayer launcher. Where's my... This should not be anywhere. Oh, wait, does this use socket anywhere? It does. Get rid of all these. So you... Let's get rid of all this stuff. So my instance, what should that look like? Yeah, just suck it down instance. Because I think the syntactic sugar is just get that instance. Okay. Alright, let's just try that. I should at least get this thing. Just get you out of here. try the window just to check the login auth again. Alright. Get rid of that. Create a multiplayer lobby. Players array updated. Okay. That's different. That's a different message. Didn't get it. Players array updated. Where's that coming from in the lobby? No, that's the same message. So the rvals, this should... Hang on. This is driving me up a wall. Up a wall. On player snapshot, room players. Socket on room players. Why? Why? Yeah, this is what I'm trying here. Talking about room players. So I should be getting socket on room players. It just doesn't want to work for some reason. Get you out of here. On room players, player selection. So what I'm getting here, I know I'm setting this and sending this. Emit. Because I'm not sending this as a... This is probably not. But let's just try to wrap it the way I do. Update players, updated players. Players is equal to array up from values. And I send this just like that. And what do I do for start game, game state, comma, state change event? No, emit, game manager. So start game, I use the start game, and state change history. I should be getting this signal. I know I didn't change anything. Still trying to see what's going on. Submit. Create the multiplayer lobby. Join the game. PSX 170, 171, 173. So I hit these. I send join lobby to lobby ID, that comes into here, and I get, I'm joining here, socket ID, okay, room ID, lobby 1034, okay, my array values, set that to a thing, and I send it to the socket that I am talking to. So I should be getting both of these signals, and I'm not getting either of them. Who did I get? Socket ID. If anyone has any ideas, please feel free to let me know. Join game. It's not gonna work. So I know my socket ID is fine. Omitting room players. Omit room : players. Room : players. So I think it's still this enabled. Let's just get rid of this for now. These socket listeners. Set players is in there. Room players. Let's just see if it's a weird a syntactic issue maybe. Player snapshot here. Room players. So I got my ID, I got the player, I got still not getting network. Hit join. Working. Got a weird view. It's like this isn't even. Like I thought it would be a global variable. Do I have to pop this into the effect? Is that the issue? Is that I'm setting it and then it's not working? It's annoying too because I got this lingering goal. So I have to play the lobby, join the lobby. And join the lobby. Send's fine. Socket ID's there. Room ID, room ID. just not getting to this for some reason. That just blows up for some reason. It's just not even. It's not even registering. You saw this. Yeah. It should be using socket. something.
You okay?
Struggle bus in here. I'm working with. Ugh.
Go! The viewers can't see it. Do the doggy. Oh, hi. Yeah. Oh, now they can see you. Now everyone feels better. Keep asking him. It's nice to be actually. What? What are you thinking? Just watch your mouth. Totally. Oh, I thought that we solved your problem by putting a dog on your lap. Oh. Needed this man. Someone needs a mint.
It's a deep Connery issue. It's human audience at the same time. Then I try to get the callback from one who doesn't show up.
You're solving a complex problem. It just is a complex problem. Can they not hear him right now?
Yeah, I can. You got something else to say? Baru? 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 Baru.
Kaboom! We do it how we live. Booty boom. Okay, goodbye. Bye, world. See you next time on Sport Super Cool Show. Is that trademarked? Did I just whoa! Down he goes. You like it up there? Oh, he just pawed at me in the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a whiz. Your pick. Thinking whiz.
Your bravery has conditions, commas.
I was eating a cookie, and my wife bit it out of my hand. Incredibly rude. Welcome back to the stream. I have some chat commands. You can write stuff. There's an evil goblin that's going to insult you if you do on Twitch. First, my wife eats my cookie out of my hand. Tussling with her about it. My dog tries to take the cookie out of my hand. There's no security in this household. I'm surrounded by thieves. Alright.
You look like you practice speeches in a mirror and still lose. Comas.
That's the evil goblin. The mind goblin, as I've so lovingly called him. Alright, we're gonna get rid of this socket manager because it's just not working out. Any instance socket manager we're gonna replace with just the socket, and we're gonna mimic the call. This could be on the package here. It's a little loud. There we go. This could be a package in my communal thing. It will be eventually, but not today. Just return. See what I'm doing here? Getting cold. Great. Alright. Okay. Socket. Got a minute. I want to emit you. Lobby join. Room ID is get lobby ID, GID, and my player data. To you. Just set if it's null, it should cover it. Watch, it's just crazy that I can do this and that's fine, but fallback. Ugh. Happy TypeScript. Nobody likes you. So, lobby join, get lobby ID, GID. Great, cool, awesome. Sound effect for the win. Let's listen to the Mind Goblin as well.
My leg!
Let's hear our creepy Mind Goblin.
I'd follow you into battle if I wanted to lose, commas.
Oh, he's so creepy. Alright, it's not connect. I'm just gonna say screw it for now. We're just gonna connect the socket and see what happens. Great. Clear. Start. Clear. Start. Are you ready, Horatio? Okay, now that the source and the destination are same thing. Should. Yes! Okay, alright. Alright, okay. Okay, alright. Alright, I'm a socketed player. I'm a socketed player. I'm a socketed player. I'm a socketed player. I should only be able to join once. Nice. Now, I can use this cool thing. I have containers. Alright, so I do have containers over here. Personal container. Local. Now what I want to be able to do is join this lobby. No! No! I need to log in as somebody else. I think Sport 2 is available. Yes. Say that would work. Join multiplayer lobby 1038. I should like.
Your confidence arrives unarmed. The snaggle fluster.
How you doing, Genie? Or if I could use your name. I don't know if you're chill with that or not. Snagglefluster, you need help? Well, unfortunately, we've been invaded by a mind goblin, and so he's gonna keep insulting you for typing in Twitch chat. Liz, good to see you. Ha! Good dog.
You look like you trip over a straight line. The snaggle fluster. If clever were gold, you'd still be shopping in the trash heap. The snaggle fluster.
He's just going for it. I don't understand how
I
vacuum.
call you fearless, but fear clearly knows you. The snaggle fluster.
I don't understand how a vacuum can have a resistance and positrons can exist at the same time. I'm not a robot. Just friggin', I don't have the Google. I know DuckDuckGo. What are you talking about? Alright. A vacuum can have a. Oh, I was thinking. Alright, you said electronics, so I was thinking. I was thinking like a push vacuum. Like a Dyson. I was like, I don't understand how vacuums can have a resistance and positrons can exist at the same time.
I've seen bolder moves from sleeping cats. Digiking 1993.
Come on, buddy, go on. Oliver was hiding under me. So what's talking to me, Liz, is the Mind Goblin who has invaded this chat, and if you type in chat, he's gonna insult you. I'm still trying to snaggle fluster. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around your questions.
Your courage needs supervision. Lizja K9993.
It's the Mind Goblin. He's doing medieval insults.
You argue like someone who's never won one. Lizja K9993.
Mind Goblin's mom was so fat she woke up on
Your
both sides.
plan
I've
has
robbed
more
smarter
holes than
travelers
goblin
while
cheese.
half
The Snaggle Fluster. Lizzie Y993.
Alright, so the Mind Goblin's really struggling with your name. I'm calling the police. We gotta fight the Mind Goblin somehow.
Sharper edges on pillows. Lizzie K993. Your armor's loud enough to warn the future. Lizzie K99903. I'm trying to wrap. I didn't know vacuums could have like resistance. Are you saying like vacuums are an insulator? You look like you borrowed your bravery. Lizja K99993. You plan like consequences are optional. The Snaggle Fluster.
Oh, vacuums can have a resistance. Okay. I think it has to just like do with transference, I think. Just if like... So... Like, transfer of energy has to happen between physical things. Either, like, in the air, things bumping up against each other. Or, like, you know, heat transferring between two solids.
I'd explain it slower, but I don't have chalk. The Snaggle Fluster.
Wow, I hate the Mind Goblin sucks. Yeah, positrons are wacky. They're like if circuit diagrams that I'd learned worked the way that I was told they would. Ugh, I don't want to think about it. Alright, lobby. I want to join a lobby. So I have to get the search param. This. So I want to join lobby. Okay, so multiplayer launcher. Vacuum in and of itself has resistance of 377 ohms, but then how does this allow for virtual particle?
You carry gold like it's trying to escape you. The Snaggle Fluster.
How does this allow for virtual particles? What are we talking about here? You're really dealing with some physicsy stuff. Yeah, I'm just trying to get people networked in the lobby right now. I mean, go off, King, but... Let's see, nav to be lobby. I want to join lobby. Game ID, okay. Why is game ID getting... shibboleth? Is it this guy? The use effect? Okay, so I don't need any of this. Go back. I just want to join lobby. Oh, I like this music. Yeah. This is just classic Mario stuff. Let's see, what is this song?
You move like every step is a surprise. Liz 8993.
Oh, this Mind Goblin sucks. Just wow. That's crazy. Alright, 1039.
You look like you'd negotiate with a bear. Liz King 993.
So fun thing, I did some additional text-to-speech stuff. If you do exclamation point drop and then write something, it'll go through 11 labs and it will say it aloud.
Something.
You have to write something, or you can say play.
If effort were arrows, you'd still miss the target. Commas. You talk big, clever, were gold, built like a loose sack, be shopping in the trash heap. Liz JK 993. 993.
This is JK 993. That is really funny. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to make an array. I need to make an array of messages. I need to delay them. Okay, so what I can do is...
Your courage needs supervision. You look like you'd negotiate with a bear. Liz JK 993.
Alright, so we'll make this real quick. So Mind Goblin, speaks. Mind Goblin. Call the queue. Alright. And we'll have a runner. Let's say while true. While. Here's the thing. If I do a while Mind Goblin queue. So I do function process queue.
Tun.
Yeah, I have one of the guys that comes through is someone from the Czech Republic. So I made a Czech voice person, but there's also another one.
You carry yourself like a noble, does all the heavy like lifting. A peasant car. Liz H9. Liz 993.
Set in the process queue. If Mind Goblin queue that length is greater than 0, then I want to do this, which is this. Am I on so late? I've been trying to fix a networking problem in my game for a little while. So I just felt like today, I just like, I'm getting antsy. I need to do it. Alright, voice list. That's fine.
You've got the confidence of a king and the sense of a turnip. Liz, 1993.
Okay. So process queue if length is greater than 0. And I want to do this. Just take this.
I'd steal from you, but I don't collect disappointments. Liz K993.
This is gotta be async. Function queue. Okay. So I got my install. This and say we're gonna play LYOC as soon as I fix this friggin' networking issue. So I managed to convert
Your
the whole
resolve melts under mild pressure. Liz K93.
near the insult portion. I can just say
Your plan has more holes than goblin
Hello.
cheese. Liz K9 She 93.
exactly speak true. Instead of all this gobbledygook. Message true. Right. And now instead of
You look like you'd lose a map while holding it. Liz K93.
just can't get your name. So this TTS message. I want if insult. There we go. Always insult true. Okay.
Your determination naps often. Lizzie K9999993.
There we go. So the mind goblin cube dot push all this. Okay, great. So now what I can do is for that.
I've seen sharper edges on pillows. Lidgy Kawaii 999993. I've robbed smarter travelers while half asleep. Liz K993.
We're gonna reset this. Cool. And I will refresh this. Whip up. Back online. Alright, so yes, we will play this again soon. I did a really cool thing where I reprogrammed the entire game so that it works offline and you don't have to. You do not have to have an ID to play the game. You can.
You plan like consequences are optional. Liz JK93. Your courage shows up late and leaves early. Liz King 3. I've seen smarter moves from dice. Liz King 23.
It just cannot get your name right. But anyway, I've reprogrammed the entire game to work offline, so it downloads the whole website to your computer. And this isn't talking to the server at all. You can just play
Even
with...
your shadow looks embarrassed to follow you. Liz King Tiny 93. You look like a warning, not an example. Lizzie Dine 3.
Alright, I'm gonna... So, hang on. We're gonna put always insult to sometimes insult, because this is just getting a bit obnoxious.
You've got the confidence of someone who's never been tested. Liz JK 993.
Oh god, my ribs hurt. My ribs hurt. So I reprogrammed the entire game to work single player, and now I'm going back in time, and I'm fixing the multiplayer now that the single player has been mostly fixed. We've done a lot of work on this thing, so I turned all these images into WebPs so they download a little faster. I fixed some display issues. I fixed like the weird card flashing issue. We'll play again soon. And no, I'm not making the Mind Goblin do that. He is just a spicy little guy. And we have to fight him. We're going to figure out how to fight him. But I turned on a random number generator now, so he's not going to bother us every single message now. Oh, alright. Main thing I've been working on. A bunch of stupid goblin dick. Console log. We have offended and Mind Goblin. Right now, I don't log much, so it's kind of just a. It's kind of just a surprise if he's gonna insult you or not. Oh, and I set the timeout to a minute instead of 30 seconds because it was just getting to be a little bit much. He doesn't have the balls. His mind to be. We're losing the plot here. So what I've been working on is fixing the socketing for my multiplayer game. So if I go to my multiplayer launcher and then now do existing game, I have a game list. No, I want set game ID. I don't know why game ID just is resetting endlessly. Something's going on with it. Should we set the one? Sing the girl part teenage dirtbag by Weedus. You've been online for like 10 minutes and you're cyberbullying me. I don't like it. I'm gonna decrease the Mind Goblin's time. Let's see if I can get it. Oh shit, no, it's an or. I'm so dumb. Alright. No, it's or, so if this is true, it should work. Show me your bun, it's looking... What? Stop bullying me. I thought random greater than 5. This should... Oh, my hair bun? Okay, hang on. Alright, this is just not that random greater than... Oh, we're printing... What are you doing? It should be... One of these should work. I don't know. I don't have a bunny. Alright, one of these should is optimized already. None of them are. God, I'm so dumb. Why is this not working? Someone tell me. Right here. Look at this. Wanna know why that's not working? Anybody? Right here? That. I didn't call a function. It didn't freaking work. What are you doing? I was thinking about using the Pachinko Sheen as a way to like fight the Mind Goblin and turn him off for a while. We could do that real quick, actually. That'd be pretty easy to program. Here's what we got for hair right now. It's getting long. It's getting quite long. Look at that. This is the longest my hair has ever been. It's down past my collarbone at this point. It wasn't a bun, it was a ponytail. Alright.
You smell like borrowed confidence. Liz JKI 9993.
Might be the same length. That's crazy.
You look like effort is optional. Liz JKI 993. You plan like luck is guaranteed. Liz Jogation is 993.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We have this interval right now. Josh, a professional.
Even your shadow looks embarrassed to follow you. Liz K9993.
Alright, so I want to get something. It says something points, right?
Your ideas trip over themselves. Lizzie Korai 9903.
So I want the
You fight like someone who learned from stories, not scars. Liz Jacob 993.
It's the closest one yet. Also, I don't mind hearing the insults as long as I get to hear the ridiculous names. Same. Alright, so I want to... something points, right? So data... What happens is when the ball lands, it creates a collision and it returns a certain number of points. I'm just trying to find where the points are right now. It's paused right now. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. No Truchinko for you. Gotta wait your turn. So I want drop the ball. You gotta receive the hit. No, wait your freaking turn. Okay, bucket result, reward. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna say damage, mind goblin. And we'll have our reward. And so we'll say up here, mind goblin. So mind goblin health, reward. Minus equals my reward. And then I want to speak. I need some ideas for damage. Oof. Ugh. Ow. Curses. Mind goblin pain for this. And I want MG pain is equal to math.floor math.random. Get random array element array. Now where are you at down here? This is a mess. This is awful code. I'll speak in a sec. There we go. Nope. Okay, get random array element. I want to return array. Okay. Get a random array element. Okay, so minus equals awards. If mind goblin health is less than or equal to 0, I want to speak get you next time, you meddling kids. And the mind goblin just on timer. Mind goblin race timer is greater than 0. Then the mind goblin queue dot equal to empty. Okay. It's minus else health is equal to 100. 5. We can. we'll just leave it at that for now. So I only want to do this once. So we'll say if this is equal to 5. Yeah, I can return both of these. Okay. So what's happening is we're now fighting the Mind Goblin via messages. So allegedly, so if his health, almost, we're so close, Liz. Let's just make sure that we got the logic right. So we have our Mind Goblin queue. And we reset it every time. And so he starts with 100 health, and by dropping things in the queue, we fight him. And on an interval, he'll, if he's healthy enough, yeah. So
your instincts need a map. LYOC 9993.
He just can't get your name out. Oh, that's so funny.
You look like you'd lose a map while holding it. LYOC 993.
So if I hit play now, it'll play. Oh, hang on. This isn't even showing. Of course that. Now, so I drop a ball. Goblin.
Your determination naps curses. LYOC 93. Ah. Your confidence cracks when questioned. Commas.
Alright, hang on. I gotta reset one last thing. Okay. Now we got it. Okay. Ah, I didn't refresh the thing. Now he's just gonna yell at us. My mini game within the stream.
Curses! You hold tools like they're planning to escape. Commas.
Baby!
Oh, curses. I trust you with secrets. Because you'd forget them, commas. Of. Oh, curses!
This is cursed. Alright. Oh no, I messed it up again. Oh, I broke it. Assign it to a constant variable. Okay. So it did work. It did kill him. We killed him. We did it. So now I'm saying if his health is less than or equal to 0, then I'll say I'll get you next time you meddling kid. Okay, dot. Sure. It just came up randomly on 11 labs, so it sounded so awful I stuck with it. Alright, so this is the guy. I got him, that's twice. Okay. Now let's just try a bunch of these. No, I gotta reset it again.
I'd steal from you, but I
like
don't
you'd lose
collect
a staring
disappointments.
contest with
Commas. Commas.
Alright, that shouldn't have happened.
Your brain's on holiday.
I'd steal from you, but I
Commas
don't
like
collect
success.
disappointment.
Warning.
Curses.
More of mint.
Commas.
Curses. Ow.
Oh. Yeah.
Curses.
25 points. So show I have
Your confidence
Your brain's
cracks
on
when
holiday.
questioned.
Liz
Ah,
993.
Second thoughts.
Your soul
Little
is shiny,
shiny,
but
but
you
I
we
like
borrowed
it
your
owes
you money. Liz Jack
Liz
9993.
Curses. You look like a legend written in very small
like
letters.
Misplaced
Liz
optimism.
Liz
G9990.
Your
Confidence
confidence
cracks
cracks
when
when
questioned.
questioned. Look like you
Liz
just
Jackson
won.
low. Liz
Something broke
Liz Q1 to dance 993 to dot need 93.
Alright, so speak. Hang on. That's not it. Yeah, mind out message. Set pulse. Push. Okay. Mind out and here. Like this should be having a lot. Oh, because it's math at random. Let's just get rid of the math at random part of this for now. And see if that fixes it. Because I think we just got a run. This is very bad. So nothing happened because I hit 0.
Oof.
Oof.
I trust you with secrets.
because you'd
Curses.
forget them.
Curses.
Commas. Curses.
Ow.
Ow.
Ow. Ooh. Curses.
Ow.
Oh.
I just want to keep track of how. Oh. Alright, well that assign a concept. Okay, so this is working. It's just breaking. Okay. So while findGoblinQ.length is greater than 0, findGoblinQ.pop. We popping out here. Right now I refresh, back to chat. Because I think the issue was I was crashing the server before we got to that.
Ow. Curses. I've robbed braver laundry. Commas. Of
That's 50s. We should. Mine Goblin Home, -25. Great.
oh. Curses. Ow.
Weird. Cool. 2 is 0. Sweet. Wait. This is always ticking down. Okay, so how about alright. Boom. Boom is right. So what we're looking at here is one goblin total is less than or equal to 0, and the spawn time is 5. Great. It should be working. I'm not sure why it's weird. Because it's definitely alright. Let me also log this over here. One goblin respawn timer. Start. Oh boy, I sure do love shitposting on a work night.
Oh. Curses.
Ow.
Oh.
I've seen bolder moves from sleeping cats. Commas. Curses.
Alright, chill.
Ah.
I'm trying to see if alright. Mine goblin health.
I'll get you next
look like
time,
a
you
legend
meddling
written in
kids.
There we
Very
go.
small letters.
God.
Commas.
Commas. All right, cool. We killed him. Now he's respawning. Hell yeah. We've defeated the Mind Goblin.
I'll get you
think
next time,
fast,
you meddling
just
kids.
not
well. Commas.
So what we should be doing is this should be here.
I'll get
You've
you
got the
next time, you
confidence of a
meddling
king and the
kids.
sense of a turnip. Commas.
Here. Yeah, there's some weird. We're the captain now.
I'll
I've
get you
robbed
next time, you
smarter
meddling
travelers
kids.
while half asleep. Commas.
Alright. Great seeing Liz. I should go to bed too. This is fun. We will play LYOC soon. Like I said, I'm just solving some networking issues right now, but then we'll get back to playtesting. Come on. I'm gonna call you Liz.
I'll get you
I've
next
met
time, you meddling
rocks
kids.
with better instincts. Commas.
See, what's crazy is it's in here. So I guess I need to else this? Because it's jumping this for some reason. Okay, so this should only happen once.
I'll get
You've
you
got
next
big
time,
dreams
you
and
meddling
tiny
kids. Follow
kids.
through. Commas.
For some reason. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Crazy. Anyway, alright. Night. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Fun stream. We got some. We tried to do a chat GPT way of fixing my
I'll
socket
get you
issues.
next time, you meddling.
Shut up. And it didn't work. So I just rolled back to what we had initially, and then that kind of worked. So I'll keep chugging along on that. Great to see everybody. Thanks for stopping by the stream. This was really fun. It's fun to mix it up. Bye-bye.